Market highs and lows are very important institutional levels that the big players in the market watch for their trading decisions. And if you are a trader out there and you also want to trade like the big players in the market, then you need to understand how to correctly identify the right highs and lows in the market. This is crucial because without a proper understanding of this concept I'm about to show to you now, then your trading journey could be quite tedious. If that sounds like something you would like to learn today, then you need to stick with me till the end of this video. You don't want to miss any single bit of what I'm going to be discussing with you today. Welcome back. This is RALLYTOP Investing. Now, in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to correctly identify your high probability swing points in the market. A lot of guys are just marking everything that they see in the market as their highs and lows. And I don't want you to continue to make this kind of mistakes. If you want to trade like the big players or like the large financial institutions, then you need to understand where your valid highs and lows are in the market. Okay? Now, why will you want to study or understand the concept of identifying the right highs and lows in the market? Number one, it is that it will always or almost always put you on the right side of the market. Okay? Because you wouldn't be marking the wrong structure points as the correct structure points. That's number one. Okay? Number two, it will help you to identify the right order blocks in the market. A lot of guys are just marking everything and anything they see on the chart as order blocks. And you want to trade like the institutions. Please stick with me because I'm going to open your eyes to what the institutions are trading or the way the institutions are trading. Okay? That's the second reason why you need to understand your right structures in the market. Number three, reason why you need to understand your highs and lows like the back of your palm is that you can be able to correctly, benchmark your take profit. Very, very important. These are crucial matters in the market that can make a trader to become consistently profitable in the market. Okay? Now, starting with these two diagrams, this is an uptrend and this is a downtrend. Okay? Now, when price goes up and creates this something like a high and then later came down. Now, when price now moved back up to take out this high, all right, the retail mindset believes that this is a break of structure. Why do they believe that? It is because price has gone back up and taken out this retail high and close above it, and therefore they regard this as a break of structure. Now, there are two mistakes the retail traders are making there. Let me explain these two mistakes to you. Number one, this is not a valid high. This is not the high. This point here is not the high that the institutions are looking at. Let me show that to you. This high is not the high that the institutions are looking at. Okay? As far as the institutions are concerned, this is not a high. But to the retail mindset, this is a high. That's the first mistake that the retail SMC traders make. Number two mistake is that because price has gone back up to violate that retail structure high, all right, and close above it, the retail mindset believes that that is a break of structure. And this is wrong. That's not a break of structure. Okay? Then, what is the valid break of structure? All right? How do you determine a valid break of structure? Now, I'm going to reveal this one to you free. Okay? After this retail high, price printed another high. Okay? Remember, we have said this is not the correct high. This is not institutional high. Now, it has printed this next high. Okay? I am going to tell you how to identify your institutional highs and lows in the market, or your valid highs and lows in the market. This point is your invalid high. Now, the way to identify a valid high or institutional high or low in the market is this. In an uptrend, please take note of this. Your high cannot be a valid high if it has not taken out the first internal structure low. I come again. Your high in the market, your swing high, will not be valid unless and until it takes out the first internal structure low. I'm talking about in the case of an uptrend. Now, let me show you the first internal structure low so that you can understand. Look at this. Price went up, came back down, and then went up again to print a higher high, because this high is higher than this one. Now, your first internal structure low is this point here. This is your first pullback. This is this point. Once price takes out this point, okay, this high is now confirmed as a valid high. Without that, this high cannot be confirmed as a valid high. And that's why we did not confirm this high as a valid high. Okay? So price took out your first internal structure low in the case of an uptrend like this. Okay? It took it out. That confirms this high as a valid high. That is the way the institutions mark or map their structures. Okay? That's how they map their structures. This is what is known as institutional structures. All right? Now, after that, price printed this low. Okay? It printed this low. Now, for this low to be confirmed as a valid higher low, in the case of this bullish structure, it has to go out. It has to sponsor the move up that will take out this major structure high and close above it. Okay? This major structure high has to be taken out and close above it. Understand? I want you to understand that very, very well. Okay? So, price has to take it out and close above it, and that will become your boss. That is break of structure. Okay? So, now that price has taken out that major structure high and close above it, this now becomes your valid low in the market. Very crucial for you to understand this. All right? Because this is institutional structures that I'm showing to you now. Okay? So now, price printed another high. Now, from what I have told you, is this a valid high? Look at it. For the retail mindset, they will mark this as a valid high. They will mark it. All right? they will mark this as a valid high. Sorry, guys. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. What happened there? Okay, so they will mark this as their valid high, this point. But actually, is that a valid high? Think about it, guys. From what we have discussed, think about it. Is that a valid high? Now, I've told you for your high in an uptrend to be valid, it has to take out the first internal structure low. All right? Now, take note. This is not the first internal structure low. A lot of retail SMC traders make this kind of mistake. This is not your first internal structure low. All right? That is not your first internal structure low. Now, because this high did not take out any structure point here, this high is invalid. Whereas the retail traders will go ahead, okay, and mark this high as a valid high. They will go ahead and mark it as a valid break of structure. That actually is not a break of structure, guys. I want you to understand that. And this is not a high. Now we go to the next high. Is this a valid high? Look at it. Did it take out the first internal structure low? Now, remember this high is higher than this high. Okay? This high produced this low here. And then later went back up to take out this previous retail high here. Now, where is your first internal structure low? Your first internal structure low is this low here, guys. This is the low. Once that low is taken out, and as you can see, price took it out, this high is now confirmed as a valid high. Can you see that? So essentially, with all the moves that you have seen here, essentially what you have in the market, this is the structure in actuality that you have in the market. Let me show it to you. High, all right? Low, can you see that? Higher high and higher low. All right? That is the structure you have in the market. Can you see? As simple as that. Why is this a low? This is a valid low because price has gone up to take out the structure high here. Remember that? It has gone up to take out that structure high. So this becomes your valid higher low in the market. Okay? It becomes your valid higher low in the market. Can you see that? So this is the structure that you see. All of the moves that you see here is simply noise. The real structure of the market is this. As simple as that. As simple as that. And if you like to add it, I forgot to add this point that went back up. All right? That's this point that went back up. That's the structure of the market. High, low, higher, low, and this is not confirmed yet as a higher high. All right? So, high, low, higher, low. This is not confirmed yet as a higher high until it takes out the first internal structure low. All right? So, I want you to take note of that. Very, very important for you to understand that. Okay? Please try and understand that. Now, the same thing when we're talking about the bearish sentiment. This is to the retail mindset. This is a low. To them, this is a low. And because they regard that as a low, as soon as price takes it out, okay, they regard it as a break of structure. And this is wrong. This is wrong. There is nothing like break of structure there. And there is no valid low there. All right, what you have there, actually, there is a low there, but that is internal structure low. All right, so that's the first thing. This is null and void. And then this low, is it a valid low? Now, let me give you this rule about the bearish sentiment. For a low to be confirmed as a valid low in a bearish structure, that low has to sponsor the move up that takes out the first internal structure high. In the case of a bullish structure, it is the first internal structure low that must be taken out. In the case of a bearish structure, it is the first internal structure high that has to be taken out. All right? I hope you understand that. So in that case, where is the first internal structure high here? This low went back up. Look at it. What do you call this? It took out this first internal structure high. Can you see that? Once that is taken out, this low is confirmed as a valid low. All right? That is a valid low in the market. Look at it. This is a valid low in the market. All right? I want you to understand that very well. That's a valid low. Why is it? Because this low sponsored the move up that took out the first internal structure high. This is internal structure. I've told you, this is internal structure. All right? So it took it out and printed a high there. Okay? And then price, we cannot determine that this is a proper lower high just yet until price comes down to take out this valid structure low here. This is a major structure low until price comes to take it out. And as you can see, this high sponsored this move that took out this valid structure low here and closed below it. Can you see that? So this now becomes your chalk in the market. I mean, your boss in the market. This is your boss break of structure. And then this high is therefore confirmed as a valid high. This high is now confirmed as a valid high. Okay? Now, is this a valid low from what we have been discussing? Certainly not. Look, do not make this mistake of marking here that it has taken out the first internal structure high. No, this is wrong. It has not taken it out. Okay? It hasn't taken it out. For this high, this first internal structure high to be relevant as being taken out, price need to have come down to take this low out first. But in this case, look at what happened. All right? So this is null and void. This is not your first internal structure high. All right? And therefore this low is invalid. Whereas retail traders will mark this low when price took it out as a break of structure. Can you see that? They will mark it as a break of structure. They will mark this as a low. This is not a low. And that is not a break of structure. All right? Now, after that, price printed this low here. Is this low a valid low? Yes, of course. Why is it? Because it has taken out this first internal structure high. Can you see that? So this low is now confirmed as a valid low. I want you to understand this. This is very simple concept, but powerful. Simple concept, but powerful. And I want you to understand that. All right? So the structure you now have in the market is this. This is the structure you have from here. You have this low, you have a high, you have a low. That is essentially what you have in the market. That's the structure that you have in the market. Can you see that? Very simple. That's the structure you have in the market. All these moves, these are simply noise. The real structure that you look at is this. This is happening on all time frames. Remember, market is fractal. So what you find on the 1 minute time frame, you will find it on the monthly. What you find on the monthly time frame, you will find it on the seconds time frame. Now, let's get to the chart and let's identify some of these. This will help you greatly if you actually sit down to practice this on your own. All right? So let's see what is going on here. All right? So, okay. Let's start. As you can see, price is pretty much bullish. All right? It's pretty much bullish. So we want to identify our highs and lows in this bullish structure. Okay? And see what happens. Okay? Now, let's pretend that this is a high in the market. All right? That this is a high in the market. Is this a valid high from what we have said? Is this actually a valid high? Remember what I said? Your valid high has to take out the first internal structure low. All right? And as you can see, this first internal structure low has been taken out here. Okay? Just a minute. Just a minute. Let me zoom in so that you can see clearly what I mean. Okay? So, this first internal structure low, high, has taken, this high has taken out the first internal structure low. Because look at it here. That's your first internal structure low. Alright? It took it out. Okay? It has taken out that first internal structure low, which is supposed to be your inducement. Alright? Or your liquidity. So it took it out to form this low. Alright? Can you see that? It took it out to form that low. Now, after that low, what happened? Can this low be confirmed as a valid low? It can only be confirmed as a valid low if price has gone up to take out this major structure high. Okay? Once it takes out the major structure high, then this low will be confirmed as a valid low. And as you can see, it has actually taken it out. Alright? With a candle body close. And you call this boss break of structure. Alright? Because it's with a candle body close. So, meaning that this low can now be confirmed as a valid low. This is a valid low here, guys. I hope you understand. This is a valid low in the market. Sorry. That's a valid low in the market. All right? So, after that low, what happens again? Price prints this high. Is this a valid high? Check and see whether it's a valid high. This one, is it a valid high? Certainly no. It's not a valid high. Why is it? It is because it has to take out your first internal structure low. And in this case, where is your first internal structure low here? All right? Where is your first internal structure low? Where is it? It has to be this. It has to be this. This is your first internal structure low, and price didn't come down to take it before going higher to form another structure. Look at it. It formed another structure. So our first internal structure low will move from here to this point. Look at it. This is your first internal structure low. All right? That's your first internal structure low. Why? Because price. Let me show you what price did here. Let me show that to you, what price did here. Price came here, formed this high. All right? Formed this high. Price came from down here. Okay, formed this high, formed this low, went back up to take out this high. Can you see that? It took it out with a wick. Okay? Before coming back down. All right? That is what you have in the market. Look at it. So this is your first internal structure low because price has produced higher high here. This high is higher than this. So your first internal structure low is here. Can you see that? I want you to pay attention to what I'm showing to you. So now, this is your first internal structure low. Price has taken it out. Confirming this high as a valid high. Look at it. It confirmed this high as a valid high. That's a valid high in the market. It has taken out this internal structure low. So, and from there, look at what price did. From that point, what happens? Let's zoom out a little so that we can see what we are doing. Price now printed this low. This high sponsored the move down that printed this low. All right? Now, this low cannot be confirmed as a higher low just yet until it takes out this first internal structure high here. All right? With a candle body close. And as you can see, that has happened here. All right? This is your break of structure, your boss. Okay? And now, because it has closed above it with a candle body close. All right? So this now will become a valid low. This will become a valid low. Okay? So this is your valid low in the market. All right? So after that low, what happens again? After that low, price came up took out that structure high and then form a new high. This high, is it a valid high? Check. Is it really a valid high? Okay? For this high to be regarded as a valid high, it has to take out the first internal structure points. All right? Look at it very well. Now, it now printed this new high and took out this first internal structure low here. Look at it. This first internal structure low was taken out. Why is it the first internal structure low? Because price went up. Okay? Okay. Okay. So price printed this high, came down, printed this higher high, and then came back down to take it out. So this high is now confirmed as a valid high. I'm going to be a bit faster because I just wanted you to follow the drift. And then this high produced this low. Okay? So this becomes your valid low. Why is it? It is because price has gone back up. All right? To take out this major structure high here. I'm marking for you your major structure point. Every time frame has its own major structure point. All right? So this is your boss. Why? Price closed above it. It didn't close above it here. It was with a wick. But if you look at it, price eventually closed above it. All right? So that's your break of structure. And this low is confirmed as your higher low. And then it prints this new high. Is this a new high? Is this high valid? No, it's not valid because it has not taken out any structure low. All right? And then price came back and printed this high. Is this high valid? All right? Now, this is valid. Why is it? Now, why is it valid? Is because price has taken out the first internal structure low. Take a look at this. This is your first internal structure low. And as you can see, price took it out. All right? So when price took out that first internal structure low, this high is confirmed as a valid high. Okay? This high is confirmed as a valid high. I want us to understand that one very, very well. That's confirmed as a valid high. And until that high is taken out and candle closed above it, all right? Until candle closed above it, our low, this low, cannot be confirmed just yet. All right? And as you can see, price took it out with a candle body close, signaling that this is a break of structure. All right? This is your boss. And so, because it has taken it out with a candle body close, this low is confirmed as a valid low. All right? So this is our valid low here. I hope you're understanding. This is how to map your valid highs and lows in the market. And now, we got to this point. Let's look after this break of structure. Where is your next high? All right, in the market, where is it? Check. Where is your next high? Is this your high? No, this is not your high in the market, guys. All right, so where is your high? Is this your high? Check. Is this your high? No, this is not your high. Now we now have a new high in the market. This is a new high, and I'm going to tell you why it is a new high. Take a look at this. Price has taken out the first internal structure low. All right, it took it out, confirming this high as a valid high. Look at it. This high is confirmed as a valid high. Can you see that? It is confirmed. And now price start going back down. All right. Now remember, your last significant higher low before this higher high is this. This is the last significant higher low before this higher high. All right. Until price takes this out. Until price takes this out. Okay. Until price takes this out, we are still bullish. All right. We are still bullish. If price takes this out, then we go bearish, change of character. All right. As you can see, price rotated back down here. Okay. And when it came back down, look at what happened here. Price printed this low and then went higher. All right. I just wanted to show you this line. So let's take that one out. Price printed this low and then went higher. I think it was news that triggered this, and it went up to take out this major structure high here with a candle body close, and that becomes your chalk. I mean, that becomes your boss. Okay, that's your boss. Okay, now where is the move that sponsored this high that took out the previous major structure high? It is here. All right, so this is your lowest low that sponsored, look at it, that sponsored that move up, and therefore this becomes your higher low. Okay, this is your higher low in the market. All right, and this now, look at it, this is your higher low. The higher low sponsored the move up that took out this previous major structure high there. All right, so this is your higher low in the market. That's your higher low. Now price comes down. For this high to be confirmed as a valid high, it has to take out your first internal structure low. In this case, there was no first internal structure low here to confirm this high, all right, until price came. And remember, this is also your change of character. So this serves as both your change of character and the first internal structure low, all right? And so price eventually took it out with a candle body close, and this confirms this high as a valid high in the market. As simple as that, guys. It confirms that high as a valid high, and then we are now, this is a change of character, all right, because price has now taken out that major structure lower high before this, higher low before this higher high, and so price took it out, and that is known as change of character. And from there we now begin to look for sell opportunities. I hope you understand what we are trying to say here, all right? I hope you really get every drift of what we have said. Now, in actuality, if you want to mark this structure now, if you want to mark this structure from this low, look at what you will have. Let me show you all the moves. This is your important structure points in the market. Look at it. It created this high, created this low, higher high, okay, higher low, higher high, and then eventually price took this out and created this lower low here. So essentially, this is what you have in the market. Let me show you the structure you have in the market. Can you see this structure? This is the whole of this structure that you see here. This is all that you have in the market. Can you see that? As simple and straightforward as that. Now, with this structure, you can never be on the wrong side of the market. You can never. Because you will be following price the way it is going. You can never be on the wrong side of the market. I want you to understand that. I hope you got something from this video. Now, if this video helps you to know how to identify your right swing highs and lows in the market, please give us a like. We just need your like. And if you are new to our YouTube channel, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so that anytime we come out with a new video like this, you will be the first to be notified. All right? Please don't forget to give us a like if we have helped you to understand the right way or the objective way to identify the correct highs and lows in the market. All right? Our promo for our mentorship, our private mentorship program is still on. All right? We have reduced the fee by 50%. Okay? And therefore, you can become part of our private mentorship course. All right? And you will do well to get to our Telegram group, and then you will find a link. If you're a Nigerian and you want to pay in Naira, you can find a link to check out our private course. All right? Please avail yourself of that opportunity. It's very, very important for you to do that. All right? But above all, please give us a like so that more people can get to see this video and also learn how to identify the correct highs and lows in the market. All right, guys, I see you in our next educational video.